Greetings from the Mohorovichich discontinuity. I am Baron Taurean Helleshaar of the Lords of the Trident. In my 5th installment of Music of the Arcane, we're going to discuss how to bridge the chasm between scales and arpeggios. Let's begin by examining the notes of a G major scale. If we take those same notes and rearrange them by thirds, or by skipping every other note, the scale now assumes the form of a longer extended arpeggio, something like this. Example 1 demonstrates 2 different ways that can lay out on the fretboard. Here's the first shape, slowly. This one can be very useful since it phrases as a triplet very nicely. Here's the second shape, slowly. In that shape you get 2 full octaves, and it's a grouping of 7, which can also be kind of fun for phrasing. The plot thickens when you apply this concept to the other modes of the major scale. At this point, I would encourage you to check out the text of the blog for a complete listing of the modes in arpeggiated form. Now, it would be peasantly pedantic to play through practically all of these patterns. So instead, I'm going to play through my 2 favorite choices, the aristocratically approved Lydian, or in other words, major with a sharp 4, and the Locrian, the minor scale-based mode, with also flat 2 and flat 5. If all this talk about modes has you flummoxed, remember that you can also break these patterns into 2 smaller arpeggios. If we go back to the G Lydian example, we can break that into G major 7 and A major. Or we could think of it as G major and F sharp minor 7. Collectively, it's all the same notes. However, if you think of them in these different ways, it can lead to different choices of phrasing, fret position, and arpeggio shape. In example 4, I utilize sweep picking, hammer-ons, and pull-offs to navigate through these G Dorian-based arpeggios. Here's example 4 slowly. Notice as that I move up the fretboard, I use the same configuration of notes per string. In other words, for all of these shapes, I have 2 notes on the D string, 2 notes on the high E, and then only 1 note on the B, the G, and at the beginning on the A string. Here's this pattern a little bit faster. This lick is very versatile. It can fit over a variety of harmonies, and it could resolve in a number of different places or a number of different notes. I just happened to choose high C for this one. Here it is one more time. Many shredders love to play passages like this. While that is very technical and flashy looking, and you get to move your left hand around a lot and impress all the neighbors, at the end of the day, it's a lot of work for 3 lousy notes. All of that is A minor, so it's all A, C, and E in different octaves. It's harmonically about the flavor equivalent of vanilla ice cream. By contrast, example 5 is in A major. It covers all 6 strings and displays considerably more harmonic depth. Here it is slowly. That's much more like mint chocolate chip now. Here's example 5 a little faster. That would be an A major if you wanted to play it in F sharp minor. You could also get it to resolve on this F, or and harmonically E sharp. Notice that the pattern stays almost the same, almost symmetrical as I move it up and down the neck. That helps keep it in key. That also helps for speed, and also helps if I want to extend the pattern. Thank you once again for tuning in to Music of the Arcane. I am Baron Taurean Helleshaar of the Lords of the Trident. Until next time, stay metal and up the horns.